Hi, Galen McCown here, and I'm going to teach you how to play the solo mode of Super Snipers today. So we are loaded up in Tabletop Simulator. Let me take you through the setup, and then I'll take you through the rules. So I have selected my color. I have chosen to be the character Sirius, so I am on the side of the table. Everything's all set for me. For the AI, a couple things are going to happen. You can go ahead and get rid of their target boards. They are not going to need these, so I'm unlocking them and deleting them. And we are going to go ahead and unlock and flip the player board, rotate it around. Speaking of rotations, you're going to want your rotate degrees to 90 degrees. I'm not sure what that little circle up there is for. Okay. And we're going to set it up like that. In case you don't know, in TTS, your rotation degrees are up here. You can hit them as many times as you need to get to 90. We are going to take their 3 bonuses, what is going on here? There we go. And we're going to flip this one, and we're going to put one on top of each of their locations. Sorry, Tabletop Simulator is being just a little iffy, I think, as I'm doing the recording at the same time. Okay. And that is it for setting up the AI. They don't need their bullet either. They do not need their exchange recalibrate tokens, so as you wish, you can just kind of set those if the computer will let you to the side. Okay. And this particular mode uses simultaneous turns, so the timers will not come into play either. Okay. So hit the start button here in TTS, and you can see it sucks everything into the bag, and we are ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and kind of move my face over here. Okay. So a couple of quick things. So the first phase involves hiding, and so in the hiding phase you're taking your 3 targeting discs here, and you are going to choose to put them in front of the one of the 3 locations in front of your opponent. And they correspond, you have to lift the tokens to see, but underneath there are numbers, but it's simple enough. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, and they refer to the 3 different targets that you're hiding at. And so, and there are various difficulties. So you can see over here the targets that we're looking at. If we find the AI on 1, we've only got 1 innocent to isolate. It's a simpler target. If we find them on 2, a little bit more challenging. If we find them on 3, it gets really challenging, right? And so where you hide is where they have to shoot you at. But one of the things in the game is once you've made a kill from a location, that location is compromised. So if I do hide at 3 and I manage to win the round, this location will completely be removed from the game. You'll see that a little bit later. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to make the choice of, you flip and you place in front. I'm going to go ahead and hide at 2. I'm going to place this guy here. Oh wow, this is really being slow, sorry. Here. And here. Okay. And now for the AI, we're going to go ahead, we know that their tokens are in their hand. We're going to flip them. And we're going to hit R to randomize them, F for flip, R for randomization. Now we're going to take them, and we are going to put 1 each face down so we don't know which is where in front. Oops, that did not work out. Let me do that again. What in the... There's some strangeness going on here. Okay. Try this again. Okay, targeting discs are all in upside down. I'm going to highlight them. We are going to randomize them. And we are going to pull them one at a time and place them in front of our locations, because this is where we're searching. This is the sight through our scope where we're trying to get the opponent. Okay? Come on, guy. There we go. Okay. And so what just happened was the hiding phase. Holy crap. And so what just happened was the hiding phase, and now we are ready to move on to the location phase. So what happens in the location phase is in the solo mode, the AI always goes first. What you're going to do is you're going to pull a piece of focus. These are polyominoes that are used in the game. God, I hope we can... There we go. And whatever color it is, you're going to match it with that color bonus. So that's basically where they're looking for you. So it kind of randomizes where they're looking for you. And we're going to place that on A because it matches. And it doesn't have to be on the grid. You just kind of put it there. What's going to happen is when there's two, they're going to search the location. By searching the location, we're going to flip the targeting disk in front. Okay, that's all the AI does during the location phase. Very simple for them. For us, a couple more things going on. So now it's our turn. We're going to pull a piece. And now we're going to determine where we think the AI is. Now, obviously it's random, but what we're attempting to do is place the focus on the locations in such a way that we isolate the center point. And isolation, all that means is it's cut off from all the borders, right? In addition, you'll notice these little, what we call bonus squares. And you can see this icon in there and that there's two colors. So if these are covered with a focus of a matching color, then you immediately get an extra focus. It's called bonus focus here. We're changing the terminology soon. And that's going to immediately get drawn and placed down here. And what happens is that'll be available for you once you find them. It's kind of like reconnaissance or scouting out the area. You're going to have an advantage once you actually know where they are. You've paid attention, you know the angles, etc. So you'll be able to place those pieces immediately. So let's go ahead and just in case the AI is at the hardest target, let's start here. So I'm going to place this square here. I did cover one of the bonus squares, which means I get to pull a piece immediately and place it over the bonus focus. Okay, now we go on like this, right? AI's turn. They draw a one there. So now they're searching in number 2, which is where we are. Like I said, once they get 2 of a kind, they're going to flip. We go next. The other thing about placement, let me see what I get and if I can use the example here. Whoops. Okay, so placement rules in the game work this way. There are 3 different colors, gray, purple, and gold. And whenever you start, they have to form chains. And by chains, I mean they have to start from the outside of the grid. You can't, just place them on the inside somewhere. And then when there's another color of the same type down, it has to form a chain with that. So if I pulled a purple and I wanted to put it on this square, this is per location grid, I would have to connect it to the purple that is already down. I have a gold, so I am able to start a new gold chain on this location. I could put it on a different location, but I'm going to go ahead and try to search this one fully, and plus I am able to get the bonus here, so it's really my best move. So I'm going to pull another piece, and I'm going to place it with a bonus focus, because I covered that. Okay, AI goes again. They draw a gray, and now this is the second one, and that means they search this location. They have found me. There we are. This is where we head. So the AI has already found me. We are still looking for them. So they are going to move on to the aim and kill phase. Here we just call it the kill phase. Again, we're kind of changing the terminology. The turns continue to go the way they are no matter which phase you're in. Now I'm kind of under pressure to find them. So on their next turn, I will show you how they handle the kill phase, because now it is my third turn. So I'm going to pull a piece. I have third color. I am able to start a brand new chain, and I am able to finish locating. I have isolated the crosshairs fully. I got to flip this disc in front. I got lucky. I swear I'm not cheating. I found them. I know they're on map 3. Once you have located them, you get a bonus action. A bonus action just means it's part of your turn. It doesn't take a second turn to do it. And I get to place all these extra focus that I earned from the location before. So, same rules as before in terms of forming the chains. Same rules in terms of coloring a bonus with the same color focus. We'll earn that for you. However, the bonuses are different. So let's go ahead and kind of demonstrate that now. Okay, so I'm going to start, and you can flip, you can rotate any which way. And so I'm going to put it there, and I covered the exchange bonus, so you can kind of see that symbol down here. When you earn a bonus, you flip it to activate it, and this is the exchange bonus. And the way this one works is it allows you immediately pull a piece, and you place it underneath, kind of where those arrows point. And from now on, I can exchange any piece that I'm working with this one in here. If you've played some of the later versions of Tetris, you'll understand this fully, okay? So I can now continue to place what I have, or I could trade it for that other L, depending on what I want to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place it. I'm going to leave that concentration open in case I need it later. Okay, so that's the end of my turn. I'm looking for them on map 3. They're looking for me on map 2. Okay, so now AI is playing. They've located me. If they didn't, they would keep searching. Just so you're aware too, once a location has been searched, so say they had finished here, if they drew another gold, they would place it on the highest unfinished one, so it would go to C, or they wouldn't just put it there. So again, if they pull a color for a location that has either been removed or searched, you'll see removed later, it'll go to the highest unsearched location. But they actually found me, so they're on to the kill phase. So the kill phase is really pretty straightforward for these guys. They're going to pull a focus as they were before, and basically if you can read the instructions down here. Oops, do that again. Pull a focus. If there are no matching shapes to the right, which my picture's over it right now, but you'll see in a minute, it says isolate primary target, or isolate target. You place it there. So the first shape, there's going to be no matching ones. We're going to put it over there. After that, if it's a double of the shape in the right pile, place it to the left. So basically, you're trying to do the same thing we were doing, which is isolate the target and isolate the innocents. But they do it by pulling and placing on either side of the map. And once the numbers match based on the map we're at, so we're on level 2, so if there's 4 on the left and 4 on the right, they make the kill. So we've got to finish ours before they're able to do that. So let's go ahead and take their turn. We pull the piece. It says isolate player. That makes sense. All right. There we go. And we're going to place it over there. So they've got a square, and they're on their way to finding us, and so we've got to work hard to find them. I showed you, the chain. I showed you the how to earn the bonus. We'll talk more about the different types of bonuses in a second, but let me talk a little bit about what your goal is here, like why you're placing things where you do. There are innocents on the map, and these have to be isolated. So like before, isolation means cut off from the edges. In addition, innocents also need to be isolated from the primary target, which is this picture of your opponent's avatar up here. So you have to do that for all of them before you are able to finish the map. Additionally, the primary target needs to be isolated, and again, isolated means cut off from all borders. The additional rule for the primary target is they have to be isolated within this kill box. So it's a little bit hard to see on this one, I can tell just because of the brightness here. But basically this square, this white square that's on there, maybe if I off the angle, it's still a little tough to see. You can, right now this one's within the kill box. That's fine. There just can be no spaces outside of the kill box. And once you've done that, the primary target and the innocents are isolated, you take your bullet polyomino, and as long as you are able to fit it over them, and this can be in any way, shape, or form, as long as it covers them and it's not covering other focus, you win. So you have to isolate them, but leave enough room for the bullet, okay? Additionally, twice per round, during your turn, if you don't like where you place something before, you can flip a recalibrate token to pick up and discard a piece that you put down. If you've used both recalibrate tokens and you want to use them again, you can skip a turn to flip them back up. That's very, very rarely going to happen. Okay, so my turn. We'll just kind of play through this round, and we'll be done pretty soon. Okay. And hopefully I win for you guys. Okay, so I've got a gray. I have an opportunity to earn this move, but it's not the best placement for it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my exchange and grab this convenient purple piece, and I'm going to start working on isolating this innocent up here. See, I'm cutting them off from the edge. I'm eventually going to need some piece in here to cut them off from there. Okay, let's just keep playing one at a time. I think you got the basics right now. They pull a piece. It is not a match to the one on the right, so it goes to the right. So they've got 2 out of their 4 on this side. My turn again. I pull a piece. I pull a piece. Okay. It's a gold. And I don't have any gold yet, so I can start a new chain. So I'm going to go ahead and do that in this corner right here. I'll talk you through the other bonuses in just a minute. Okay, AI goes. They pull Yeah, another unique piece. There are only 5 unique pieces, so the worst they could do is all 5 here and then start building up on the other side. But that would buy me some more time. They only need 4. Okay. Because I'm on map 2 where they found me. Alright. Okay, so I pull this purple S. That's a good shape. I can do something with that. Let's go ahead and... So again, it has to connect. It has to connect orthogonally. I can't connect diagonally when I'm doing the placement. However, diagonal connection, it does work for isolating, like it will cut them off from the edge. Let's go ahead and do that. So now that innocent is completely isolated. As you can see, they're cut off from the primary target, cut off from the outside. Still got to deal with these guys. All right. AI is going to go. They pull an L. Okay, a 4th unique piece. They are on their way. I may have to win in 4 turns or not. We'll see. Okay, another gold. I have to make a chain with it with current pieces. Let's go ahead and... I'm actually going to trade that. I'm going to exchange it. You can see the exchange can be quite useful. Let's go ahead and fill in that bottom. Help me cut off there. Okay, next for the AI. They pull an L. Now there is an L already. We are only worried about shapes, not colors, so I'm going to put this over on their isolate innocent side, and they are on their way to get me. Okay, I'm going to pull. I get a T. I'm going to probably give up on getting that move and put that guy right there. I'll just show you. It's great that he's getting isolated. I'm still going to need to make sure that the opponent is cut off from this right here. So that's a little tricky, but we'll get there. All right. AI goes. AI goes. Come on. Having some trouble. Okay. We get a purple. There's already a T. Goes over here. They could win in 2 turns. I'm going to pull. I got an S. That seems like a pretty good shape. I'm going to use it here. Getting very close. Very, very close. In fact, I think I can win next turn. But let's see what happens. Okay. Get a line. Already have a line. Okay. They could win on the next turn, or I could have 2 turns, at the most 2 turns. And I say that, again, because there's only 5 unique pieces. So if a unique piece shows up, it goes over here. If it's a match of any of these, it goes over here. And then we have those magic numbers I discussed, 4 and 4, and they would win. Okay, but, all right, so I'm going to pull. I'm going to pull. There we go. We got an S. I think I can do it with this right here. Yeah, so we'll connect. We look down here. Innocents are all isolated. Primary target is isolated. I can, as a bonus action, take my bullet, place it over, and win. Okay. So what happens next is you're going to, whoever wins, so if it's the AI, you're going to switch colors and do it for them, but since it's us, here, let me zoom out because you want to see this happen. I'm going to pull the trigger. Boom. Sniper rifle points towards who was killed. The location I was at is compromised, as I said, so it is removed from the game. And I gain 1 of these kill trackers to show that I am there. First to 3 wins. You hit next round. Everything kind of zips back up. You have to, as before, set these guys up. And it doesn't matter which ones you do. Like I said before, if they pull a piece, so like we got purple and gray out here, so if they pull a gold in the next turn, it's going to go to the highest unsearched map, so it would go right to C. So they're going to find us a little quicker, which is the way the game works, right? There's less locations to hide at. It's a little bit of a catch-up mechanism. They're going to be able to find us a little quicker, ideally. We could still get lucky and find them right away. Additionally, the other catch-up mechanism in the game is this adrenaline token. And so whoever dies gets this. So for the AI, that means when they have the adrenaline token, they're fortified. Their target level increases by 1. So if I find them at a 1, I have to do it at a 2, a 2, a 3, 3, the 4, which is why there is a 4th map in the game, which is on the other side of the 3. And it is really, really challenging because of the proximity of the innocents to the primary target. And so that is how to play. That goes on until somebody makes 3 kills. only thing that didn't get explained were the other two bonuses, so just really quick. The move bonus, when you get that, you can turn it in, and by turning it in, I just simply mean flip this back over. Activate, I guess, is the word we're using. And that allows you to pick up a piece you placed and move it. And that just means you still have to follow the placement rules. It still has to follow the rules of chain, and you can move it around. And additionally, then there's the concentrate, which allows you to start a brand new chain of a color. So say I had a gold down in the corner, I could flip this, doesn't matter what color, and start another chain, another gold chain up here. You can use them in combinations. You can pick up a piece with move, activate it to pick up a piece with move, and then activate your concentrate to place that somewhere else instead of in a chain. You can also pick a piece with move and exchange it. Any type of combination you can think with that does work. When you get the adrenaline, there are two things you can do with the adrenaline. One, let me just grab this from the AI. It's the same shape as the bullet polyomino, which everything else are these 4-piece Tetris shapes. So having a 3-shape piece is really useful. With adrenaline, you can skip pulling on your turn and instead place it absolutely anywhere on the map that's not covering an innocent or the primary target. So you can do, some interesting things to pull off the win that where you otherwise wouldn't be able to. Or you can exchange it on your turn for their unique ability. Each character has a unique ability for his. Use a time focus. Time is the gold, purple is the environment, gray is the wind, or breath, excuse me. If you could turn in, you could use a time focus to isolate an innocent by covering them. So instead of having to go through the whole rigmarole of surrounding them, you could just simply cover them with a time. So it's a really useful way to finish a map more quickly. That's the solo mode. There's additionally a real-time solo mode that I'll do another video on. I'm also going to do a how to play video for the full game. But this should be everything you need to know move forward. If not, let me know. GalensGameDesigns@gmail.com. Follow us along on Facebook @Super Snipers, and thank you so much. Bye.